everybody, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. And today we are continuing on our Empire campaign here with Emperor Karl Franz over here, sitting here in Talabheim. Last time we left off, we kind of pushed out our borders a little bit, Confederate Talabheim at like the worst possible time, and kind of had some issues with some roving beastmen, but we were able to take care of Malagor, the Dark Omen, the Crowfather himself. One of the most disappointing characters in the lore, who came out to... He's okay in game, actually. He has some pretty good use cases, and he can be a bit of an issue, as you saw. But luckily, we were able to send him back into the throngs of the Chaos Waste, send him back to hell, and we're doing all right in here. We're able to stand strong, and we got Bathazor Gelt recolonizing the territories that were lost. And hopefully the dwarves will be able to take care of his last bastion down here in the Badlands. Other than that, we Confederated Talabheim. Turned out to be a massive... just chose the worst time because a Skaven army came down right at the same time and just kind of took over their land. Because for some stupid reason, I still don't understand, whenever you confederate with a faction, their garrison reduces to nothing. So we couldn't defend that territory. Very annoying still after all this time. But we've taken back Talabheim. Karl Franz is here, and he's going to start moving up on Kappelberg. Over the end turn, though, a Skaven army came down and raided Needling, so we're going to bring up Bathazor Gelt's army up into this province here, and keep up onto them. They took a pretty big casualties from the garrison, at least, so those men went down fighting. And we can come back and colonize Schwarzhofen here soon. Alright, Volkmar the Grim, he's re-recruiting up. Got a light wizard in there now. Upgrade them. I think that makes them a cav unit, which we don't really want. We do want to upgrade you guys to halberds, though. Volkmar army coming back again, and luckily, before we get too far in, the submod is working once again, so hopefully the stats will be back up. Mainly, it just improves the weapon strength is a big thing, but the melee attack and defense stats are a little bit better as well. So hopefully they'll perform a little bit better now. So hopefully Volkmar won't take as many casualties. But his army, man, it just has a habit of taking Pyrrhic victories, man. That's just what Volkmar does, man. He does what he does. All right, Karl Franz gonna move up in Kappelberg and take that back, and we're gonna start taking back to Beckland here. We have our captain ready up. Chaos coming pretty soon. We're on turn 91 here. So, like, around turn 100 to 112-ish is when Chaos should start coming in. And we have a pretty good position here. So, like, our Imperium power is going to be pretty strong. So, I'd assume probably closer to turn 100 than 112. But you never know. Chaos is a little bit funky sometimes. So, it can be a tricky thing, for sure. We also lost Minstag as well to a Skaven army, and of course Hochland had to come in and fucking take it instantly. And in fact, what we want to do here is we want to come into our Imperial Decrees here, and I want to do the Emperor's Edict here to get us some more Imperial authority. Because we're kind of low on that, and I want to make sure we have enough to confederate again. In fact, I can do it again here. And it does scale each time we do it, so we can't rely on it for too long. But there we go. Now we're up to 2, and that'll be good. That'll be good enough for now. So that way we can take it. -1 still puts us in the stagnant tier, so we can take a confederation with Hochland here, get back this territory, along with taking up a tier 5 settlement in Herrig, and take up the Brass Keep, which would be pretty good. Get back Minstag, really, though. Complete Midland, which is... It's good to have Midland up. And, yeah. We're waiting on the blacksmith to get finished here in Wisenmund so that we can get Boris Todbringer's army finished. Get some Knights Panther in here, along with some Knights of the White Wolf. His army, a little bit of a mismatch, but, you know, I don't want to overflow it just to keep our economy a little bit more stable. And then soon I also want to raise up another army here in Castle Dankenhof here to get a Knights of More army going. Get a Grandmaster going. I think that'll be cool. We'll move up to Zavostra. Kislev is still around, which is a good sign.
Direct me.
Let's see if you can wound. No, another failure, but you're getting better. We can upgrade your wound ability. Maybe get rid of that Fimir Bale Fiend there.
What?
And Boris Todbringer can finally, they got the blacksmith up, so you can finally get the last things you need. So get some Knights of the White Wolf, and then finish off with some Knights Panther, a Sword and Shield, if I can find them here. It's always the unit that I'm looking for that I can't see. Here we go. We'll get them on foot there. Actually pretty good. I mean, you look at that, 43, 57, and then 53 weapon strength with AP. Pretty good. They also have strong vigor on top of that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
I will marshal the band.
So that army will be pretty good just to help defend the north. Maybe send them up to push out these Norskins. And Volkmar the Grim one more turn and he'll be ready to go. And Balthazar Gelt here. His army needs a little bit of reworking here. Kind of rushed it out to try and get him going here. Out to help against Malivore, but since that threat has been dealt with, and maybe send him back to revamp. He doesn't need both these warrior priests in here, for example. And like, there's no backline after these Knights Griffin, and maybe these freelance knights don't really need to be in there. It's just like, you know, trying to think about how to rework some of these things here. But okay, his army's coming up. Volkmar's is soon to be good. You ready? Are you at war with them?
Will come in peace.
You want a military alliance? No, not quite.
Who calls?
So,
You want one,
my
Northland? Oh
countrymen.
hell yeah! And we can sneak some money out of them too.
No.
Not too much though.
On it.
Okay, that'll work though. That'll do. That'll do.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Okay, and then once his army gets finished up here, we should also do some of these quest battles because, goddamn, do we need them? Yeah, both Volkmar and Balthazar Gelt need to get their like full things going here. Especially Balthazar, he needs his Volan Staff. I mean, the Power Stone is good, but Volan Staff is a little bit better. And that'll kind of like complete his roster and make him the like mega spellcaster he can. He's known to be. Okay. We can push up on Zavostra here. And I don't think I want to occupy any of this territory up here. We could take the Eastern Oblast, I guess. Oh, is Kislev under siege? Okay, I do not want Kislev to fall.
Move.
So we'll definitely come up and wipe out Zavostra here. Alright, Rel. Here, I mean, he does have some... He does have some reinforcements, okay. We'll continue the siege here.
Foolish, stupid.
Oh, another Rel? How many Rels are there? Okay, well, I don't want to fight on the walls. So we're gonna break the siege here.
What? Make haste, men.
Okay, and I'd rather fight outside of the city walls. Is my thing. I think we'll have a better chance out in the field than fighting it out in the siege, and then, you know, we can not bring the garrison into it.
Who calls?
Though maybe like we could have just lightning struck the garrison. That might have worked as well. I'm not sure though I think like fighting on the field and bring everything out there will be better. That way we can get rid of all of them at the same time. Alright, Wesemund, upgrade into an armory. Yeah, you're just gonna sit there for now. You got a commitment available here. Oh, of course. Just post Festag.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Ah, that's good. Okay.
You summon me.
Balthazar Gelt, are we gonna need to bring you back here? Maybe. Well, what are you missing? I want like something as like a back line, really. Get rid of one of the freelance knights. And a Hellblaster volley gun. Oh, we can get an old Ironsiders. Okay.
To the provinces.
I think we'll just have to think about it.
Of Sigmar.
All right, Voln staff. Okay. And Jad Griffon here. I think we can come out and
Blessings
do
of Sigmar
Volkmar's quest battle here. Let's see, we can throw you onto the Hammers of Sigmar here. Come out and deal with this undead horde here. Volkmar, the warrior priest, and the wizard have a lot of horde clearing potential, but we do have to be wary because I know this undead army has some tricks up their sleeve.
Sons of Sigmar, to me! Out there in that fen is a heretic, holding the Jade Griffon to his chest like the grubby thief he is. To think that the talisman, a symbol of our cult blessed by Magnus himself, is now in the clutches of this necromancer and his vampire consorts. No! I say again, no! Hunt down this filth! Purge this place and strike down any who dare to rise again. By the comet, that is my decree!
Hell yeah. And just as Volkmar said, we shall strike down all these undead. Now I gotta watch out. There are a fucking lot of them here. This first army has more than 20 units in it for sure. Though a lot of them zombies here, but they do have quite a bit of Black Knights here. Black Knights aren't great. I mean, just take a look at their stat line. 27 melee attack. Not that great. They do have 40 charge bonus, 45 weapon strength with a 10 bonus versus infantry. They can do work if they get a nice charge off. They're still cav. They can do the work. They have some Graveguard in here, which are going to be able to come in. Still shouldn't be better than my Knights of the Fiery Heart, but, you know, they got the overwhelming numbers to try and swarm us here, so gonna have to be wary. And we do have to be wary from behind us as well, because some Crypt Horrors and some Crypt Ghouls are going to come swarming in from behind us and try to, you know, muck up all of our guns and stuff. So, up in here, I want our swords more in the center, because they're going to be able to deal with the zombies more efficiently. Halberds on the side to deal with the Black Knights. We also have just a really terrible terrain to fight on. All these terrible swamps and with dips and gorges. Mess up our line of sight. And we're going to try and move up into this corner over here. It's a little bit more flat. And that'll be a little bit more favorable for our artillery and our guns. So we'll try to move up into the back here, and that way when they come into the back, they'll have to kind of circle around and fight our front line either way. Okay, and all of you guys in as Group 1, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5. You guys just in back as far as possible. Kind of same with you, Sigmarite Disciples. You guys are the perfect supporting line due to that physical resistance and immune to psychology. Though, yeah, these guys don't have immune to psychology base. Yeah, so that extra coming in from the Sigmarite Disciples is going to be really good, especially against the terror caused by the undead here. A little bit weird that these knights wouldn't have it. I figured in SF all these base knights should have immune to psychology, but you know that's neither here nor there. All right, we're gonna move back here. And let's see here. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit more of a spread approach. Just to you know give ourselves a little bit more room here. And gunners, And get our Hellblaster volley guns.
Quick march! Awaiting orders!
Hammers of Sigmar. And then heroes can come back into here. Okay, perfect. There we go. And these undead, they're just gonna kind of reform here. That's okay. If we can let the reinforcements come in first, that'll be alright. It's a little bit unfortunate we don't have our light wizard here on a horse. That'd be alright. That'd be good because then we could send him up to get down some nice banishments. But unfortunately, alas, he's not quite there. But yeah, we're gonna wait until their reinforcements come in. I believe they're on a timer, so we'll just wait them out. And then if they don't move up onto us, then we'll go ahead and move up along this flank and hit them like this. Go ahead and move up the timer here. Wait for our Hellblaster volley guns to get into position. Be very important. I mean, look at the weapon strength on these guys. 2572, 2,572 missile strength on like any unit is insane. And that's just why I love them. That's why they're so good at bursting down single entities and infantry groups and monstrous infantry and just like everything, man. Because just that insane damage. Anything that they hit is going to take a lot of damage, and it's going to like pretty much wipe them out. And that's why they're going to be so good against Chaos. Similarly with Hellstorm rocket batteries, though with them it's more of a thing with like range, and they can get off a lot of their ammo before Chaos can close the gap between them. And these guys, I mean, 358 range is pretty good too. Might even want to move you guys up a little bit too. Alright, but that's assuming that Chaos doesn't have any like insane missile resistance buffs. Which sometimes it happens, you know. Sometimes it just do be like that. Usually though, the dwarves like to do that. That's why I'm glad we're just chilling with them. I've had some campaigns that have turned pretty disastrously because the dwarves have decided to take over Sylvania, and then I decided to, you know, be Mr. Big Britches and go to war with them. But they ended up having like 75% missile resistance, and so these Hellblaster volley guns do like 10 damage to them. Yeah, not fun times. Not fun times. Okay, looks like they finally have some units coming into range here. Hellblaster volley guns are starting to fire off here. Maybe. Come on, fire. Please fire.
Get them!
They are just zombies, but still, they're still good to get rid of.
My girl, Maras! Moving now! Halberdiers!
Also, if you just send one to each flank to help out the halberds, that should be good enough. Oh, they were totally braced. Come on now.
Yes, sir. Quickly. Behold the light of Sigmar.
Alright, send the Sigmarite disciples to go help them out here. Well, the Hellblaster volley guns.
We are Sigmar's heirs. To battle.
Just firing off, getting rid of all the chaff here. They come up already, 64 kills. I mean, they're just zombies, so it doesn't really matter. But actually, alright, and bam. Sorry for a bit of an interruption there, but we're back in it here. We're going good. We just gotta go ahead and try and get these guys going here. Hellblaster volley guns. Actually, if you could like focus down, no, fire those like grave guard. I think that would be good. Okay, they're having a lot of stuff go over that way. So how about you guys? Come on, you guys really can't see them? Okay, you guys can fire off like them then. Oh, some direwolves are trying to drive back into our Hellblasters. Let's go ahead and get our Hammers of Sigmar to come and help them out then.
To battle!
Volkmar needs to get in over to here. Come on. Handgunners, I really need you to like start firing in here. Alright, and Light Priest just kind of hang out here. We need to wait though. We can like fire into what's being flanked on. Oh man, yeah, these guys got messed up. Okay, good. These guys are starting to fire in. Come on, hang in there, boys.
Ready to fire.
Get rid of that Vargulf.
Hellblaster. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Okay, I need you to get over here, and like that would be a perfect banishment right into there.
Handgunners.
Perfect. Handgunners got rid of those guys perfectly.
At speed. We are Sigmar's heirs. Go for the Emperor.
Perfect.
The Empire endures. No lingering. Take the ground.
Alright, that's a beautiful banishment there. Briona's Time Warp.
Withdraw!
I don't know, perhaps like into here, get you guys in on top of them. You guys shoot into that Vargulf. Hammers a Sigmar, get into them. Alright, perfect, those guys came back just in time.
Ready for war!
Just keep on firing into those guys. Yeah, Samurai Disciples, just keep on staying in there. Keep on giving that buff around.
Take position. Detachments.
Alright, you just gotta save enough winds of magic for another banishment here.
Battle ready.
Another Soulfire, that's gonna be good.
Preserve us. Handgunners.
No, fire into these guys. Oh, Terror Route coming in, that's not good, but the Hammers of Sigmar are here. Fire into those Cryptors. Volkmar will anchor the line. Alright, those guys broke again, but that's okay.
Hellblaster volley gun.
Alright, Hellblaster Volley Gun.
On
We
our
can
way.
actually like move you
Moving.
over probably.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
Alright, handgunners just keep on firing. Volkmar, he's doing great work over here.
Ready to smite.
Same thing with that Warrior Priest. He's doing good stuff.
Handgunners.
I think this flank is doing all right. There's just those crane rates, man. They're going to be a bit of a problem.
Hellblaster. Sigmar.
Those Hellblasters can fire into there. That'd be okay.
Handgunners.
Okay, good. The Crypt Horrors are gone. Fire into those Dire Wolves.
For the twin-tailed comet.
Handgunners.
All right, come on. Gotta get rid of these guys now.
Hellblaster volley gun.
Alright, Hellblaster Volley Gun. Probably try to
We are ready.
get rid of these guys a little bit. Alright, Demigrifts probably try to get a cycle charge going on.
Quickly. Finding range, sir.
Perfect. Hellblasters are just firing off shots here. Try to thin out the zombies before they get in. The front line's doing perfectly though. Hammers a Sigmar. And stuck in against the Grave Guard here.
Take their heads. Demigriff Knights.
Perfect. Flanks are starting to clear up here. Perfect. These flanks have cleared up. Wonderful, and it all comes down to the center line here.
Move out.
Go ahead and clear these boys.
Ready for war. Our weapons are yours.
You guys come around to here. Get our Knights Griffin. Keep them in a supporting role here. Blaster Volley Gun move more around to like there. Yeah, fire into there. Another banishment would be good against all these hordes, but the zombie blobs not too worried about, because they are just blobs of zombies. They do have overwhelming numbers, but at the end of the day, they are zombies. And, you know, zombies can only do so much with their terrible stats. But there are some Grave Guard in there, and they might, you know, take a moment to get the upper hand. And that's the only thing we have to worry about. So actually fire into, like, those Grave Guard. Alright, fire into them. Oh, perfect. We have an open firing line right into these Grave Guard.
For Sigmar! With speed!
What? Formation!
Perfect. Yeah, Grave Guard with great weapons getting dealt with here. Get a nice old banishment right into there.
Light is might.
Oh, perfect.
Empire! By Sigmar! Very well!
Ready! Fight for
From
France!
Hellblaster, fire into their lord. Grand Soul Fire coming on down. And just like that, army loss is kicking in, and this undead horde has been defeated. Remnants of our army holding out just in time, and the Jad Griffon, just like that, will come back into the clutches of the cult of Sigmar here. Yeah, wonderful. Just gotta wait for the last of these zombies. Man, zombies, they have a huge, they have like such huge unit sizes in SFO. Like, it's insane, man. Good shit though. Good shit. Go ahead and just triple speed here, just to get rid of the last of these guys here. All right, bam, perfect. The day is ours. All right, bam. Otto von Dark, Drac. Drick? I don't know. He has been defeated, and bam, hey, we didn't even lose a unit. Aren't you proud of me? Look at that. Hell yeah. There we go. We can go ahead and execute these captives. That's probably the best thing to do here. Execute the undead scum. And bam, the Jad Griffon is done. Perfect. Is reconquered here for Volkmar the Grim.
Sigmar,
We can put him back in Altdorf just to heal up here. Hell yeah. And there we go. War Altar of Sigmar. That's it. He can now get his pimp wagon up. And that's going to be very good to just help him, you know, get into the fight. Basically turns him into a chariot. And I think that gives him his some bound spells as well. Bound banishment, which is pretty good. We can also go down here. So Mere Mortal Men. That one isn't great because we don't really care about Free Company Militia. But there are some good ones here. Like Tools of Absolution is pretty good. Plus 5 AP for the entire army is pretty nice. Let's see, any of these the Sigmarite Disciples, Empire Knights. That it always confuses me. I'm not sure if Empire Knights applies to the foot variants or not, but you know, it might help. Might apply to these guys. I don't really know, honestly. But hey, you know, that was an okay that was an okay battle. Really, what it shows is there are some issues with fear and terror with this army. Right, these Knights of the Fiery Heart, they're definitely okay, and they can hold their own for sure. But as soon as the Sigmarite Disciples break themselves and they lose that immune to psychology, they all start to rout. Like that entire left flank pretty much routed, except for the Hammers of Sigmar that came in at the end there. So we do have to be wary of that, but I mean, otherwise, I think they fought pretty well there. Go ahead and get Benediction there for our Warrior Priest, so he's a little bit better at fighting. And magical reserves, of course, for our warrior or for our light wizard with the power of Hish. That army should be doing pretty good.